Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
What is going on, everybody? This is not a replay. This is live. It is indeed August 6th, 2026. Fooled some of you last week with or not last week, 2 weeks ago with the replay show. So it is live tonight, so all the comments are nice, new, fresh, and happy. It is great to be back in the driver's seat here in the studio. It is great to be back on Chief Talk. It is fantastic to be back here with you all. I hope you have had a fantastic couple weeks off from actual live Chief Talk. Hopefully you've smoked a lot of fun things, you've drank a lot of fun things, you've eaten a lot of fun things, you've done a lot of fun things. And we're here, we're back. And we didn't cancel this show because sometimes, normally, when we have Barnsmoker, we will cancel the Thursday before, but I could not live with myself if we did not do a live show in 3 consecutive weeks. 2 weeks ago, we had the replay show from earlier in the year where we did the palette battle. Last week, we were gone because we had Dave Lafferty at the lounge. We had a Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust event, and it was incredible. And this week, Barnsmoker starts technically on Saturday, but anybody who's been to a Barnsmoker knows that Barnsmoker doesn't start until the party on Friday night happens. And there's multiple parties. There's lots of parties that go across all over the place. So welcome in Michael Zachvek, Mac Bergson, Fireborn, Bob Ellis. Who else is in here? Matt Brugger, welcome into the show. Dan Burns, welcome in. Erie Zanstra, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Supremo Tobacco, that's my boy. Hunter Otts, jumping in at the beginning of a show. Normally, it's at the tail end of a show, but welcome into the show. Charles Adamson, welcome in. Who else? Anybody else? Oh, it's my boy, Josh. TV man knows where I live. Run. I do know where you live. Rick Carroll, welcome into the show. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well this evening. William, only excited thing I did last week was buy me a King Chi 48LC humidor, airing it out as we speak. Nice. Hopefully you're not airing it out because it smells like chemicals or something like that. Hopefully you're just getting it ready to get into the humidity zone and have it ready to put some cigars in it soon. Speaking of cigars, I have started out smoking well, you can't tell with this one. You just have to believe me. It is a Bishop's Blend. This is the probably Corona. Maybe it's a Petite Corona. It's not a Robusto. It's not a Toro. So I think it's Petite Corona. This is the 2026 Bishop's blend. Really enjoying it. It's actually a really nice cigar. Probably one of my favorites for Black Label Trading Company that I've had in quite a while. Cigar Pop, welcome into the show. Diana Burns, welcome into the show. Mac Bergson says Dave Lafferty is one of the nicest guys in the industry. And you know, I had a I had a message a couple of days before the event that said, "Hey, have a great event with the most grumpy guy from Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust." And I said, "Really, Dave Lafferty, grumpy?" The only time I've ever seen Dave Lafferty grumpy was when Ronnie Haisha jumped into the middle of an interview of Bob the Cigar Guy, Steve Saka, and myself at PCA. And I did think Dave Lafferty was going to rip that little man's head off. But other than that, I have always had fantastic experiences with Dave Lafferty. Everybody at the lounge seemed to love Dave Lafferty. He seemed to really love the lounge. I thought it was a great event. Did end up getting my hands on some of these Patapero. These are the event-only cigars from the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust event. And yeah, that was like that. Hey, that's got to come home with me, baby. I got to get mine. If you know what I'm saying. Not an unbanded Rocky Patel. Fun shout though. There is 20 people across both platforms. 18 on YouTube, 2 over on Facebook. We even did hit 20 with the replay show from 2 weeks ago. So we're back on. I think we're on a 4-3 streak now. 4 streak, because the one right before Law, we did not hit 20 concurrent viewers. Let's see. Mac Bergen says, not so small Paul had his first USA weightlifting event a couple weeks ago, won his weight class. To be fair, he was the only one in his weight class or the weight class above him. Hey, I don't need to know all that. I don't need to know all that liberal government sissy stuff. You just tell me my boy won, and he won. My boy Paul, repping it big. Sammy Flo, the Barber and Cigar, welcome into the show. How are you doing this evening? Did Cigar Pop say it's? My son is home from out of state, so I have to watch the replay. Have a great show. Cigar Pop, have a great show, my man. All right. It's this one. Oh, yes. And then come over here. It's been a couple weeks since I've had to do this. Welcome in, Bob the Cigar Guy and the First Lady.
I was wondering if we were ever going to get welcomed into the show.
Well, if you continue to speak that slow.
I mean, I was just taking a little nap over here, getting ready for flying out really early in the morning.
I mean, you guys should not go to sleep. Like, it doesn't make any sense to go to bed if you fly out that early. If you've got to be up that early to leave that early on a plane, just don't go to bed.
Listen, I am going to try. I am so much trying. I took all of my sleepy time medicine already.
Oh, well, that's...
So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob the Cigar Guy offered me a little sip of what he's drinking, and I said, nope, I'm good. Sarah's got the sleepy time medicine on board. I took it early because I'm hoping to get some sleep. I usually don't. Sleep. I don't sleep well anyway, but we have to get up. We have to leave the house at 3:15 in the morning. So,
their flight is at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So they're making sure they get there with ample time.
So second Saturdays is actually the third Saturday this month, because second Saturday I will be at the Connecticut Barnsmoker with Bob the Cigar Guy and Chief in the Leaves. We will be.
I mean, I'm not confirmed, but
what? What did you say? What did you just say? Because I don't think I heard you.
We'll see if I make it.
Hello everyone. Hey, Lady Di. Hey, Mac. Mac, it seems like forever since you and I have said hello to each other. So hello everyone that is watching across the platforms. Does that mean you have 20 on Facebook and some, or I don't know what it means.
So currently there are 18 on YouTube, 19 on YouTube, and 2 on Facebook.
Nice.
One of the Facebook users is Sammy Flo, and I think Michael Carter is here. I think I saw that.
I did see Hunter say that he got his first lady winnings in the mail. I apologize that it
You
was a little
gotta,
bit delayed, but I'm so glad that you got it.
you gotta
Um,
when you do when you say things like Hunter Ott's got his first lady, and then you put a really big pause in
oh,
between first lady and then whatever you're gonna follow it up
I'm
with.
so sorry.
Maybe I know you're on like Loopy Town, Methville over there, um, but I would suggest, for the sake of Hunter Otts and his reputation, think about that statement
He got
first. Get it
the
together, and
winnings
then put it
from the
fast.
last second Saturdays with the first lady. He mentioned it and said, "Thank you."
Yes,
And
he
I'm
did.
saying, "I see you, Hunter. I see you."
Right. But for those who may be just listening and not watching the comments, um, that's
Catch
a
it back on the reef.
possibly damning. Bob the Cigar Guy, what are you smoking over there? It moved.
Hello, everybody out there in Radio Land. I am smoking the Liga Privada number 9. Just finished up the El Tigre, and I've got another El Tigre on deck ready to go.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you went with Drew Estate tonight, with the fact that you're going to be smoking Drew Estate cigars
So much
all
Drew
weekend.
Estate.
Um,
I think he's pre-gaming.
I chose Bishop's Blend first, and then I've got some Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigars over here. I may jump into. I also have a pile of other cigars that I'm not completely sure what's over there that I'm going to reach for. And then tomorrow at work, I'm not going to smoke any Drew Estate cigars because I'm going to be smoking Drew Estate cigars
So is it
probably
like
as early as 11:55
you don't
p.m.
want to
tomorrow evening.
spoil the palette you have, saving it up for Drew Estate? Is that
Well,
what
I'm
you're
going to
doing?
smoke Drew Estate cigars all weekend, right? So why not? Is there tech audio issues? Baker
So
John?
it's storming outside. It is storming
Uh,
here. We had a pretty big thunderstorm roll through, but when I was walking up the hill from the house, it was raining. So there you go. Technical difficulties for my pauses. It's not the sleepy time medicine.
Yeah. I mean, is my audio to you guys coming through broken up?
Who, me?
My audio to you, is it coming through broken up?
No, it's coming through loud and clear.
Okay. I'm just making sure, because usually when we have internet connectivity issues, the opposite computer stream will show a delay or a lag or a drop in quality.
So there is a little time lag between what
There's
I
gonna
hear
be
you
a-
saying outside of my
Right.
headphones
There's
versus
a time
what's in
lag
my head.
between real life and what you hear coming through your headphones. There's
Yeah.
going to be a small delay because that basically gets ported from one part of the internet over to the other part of the internet. And so you are receiving a really fast connection, but it's not a perfect connection.
Gotcha.
It's not real time. It's close, but it's not real time.
I gotcha. So, well, hopefully, whatever buffering issues will work themselves out, and we're all here for it. I hope everyone is having a good evening. I am not going to be here very long because I do want to try and get some rest tonight. We are up early in the morning. We have to leave the house at 3:15. 3:15, and that means I have to get up at 2:45ish, maybe 3 o'clock. It depends on whether or not I actually get some sleep. So I usually take like lots of magnesiums at night before I go to bed, and it's not really to make you sleepy, but it like relaxes your muscles. It's really for like
What's up, Keith?
just taking a
Welcome into the
pause.
show. Hopefully you
We'll see.
find yourself smoking something nice or drinking something nice this evening. I am smoking the Bishop's Blend, and I did not mention what I'm drinking. I am drinking this wonderful gift from one of the road dogs, Ron. This is the Dragon's Milk Origin small batch. Hunted
You go no drinky.
Cool bottle. It's like dragon scales. It's actually very, very, very caramely. I do believe this is a bourbon. Let's see.
Well, hello, Mr. Charles Adams. So, anyone in the chat going to
It
be
is bourbon.
in Connecticut this weekend? Anyone in the chat coming up gonna see us? Because I
Charles
like to
Adamson,
know
I think, is going to be the Connecticut Barnsmoker this year.
who.
I think Charles is.
Well, that's why I saw his name, and that's what made me wonder: is Charles going? Who is going? So, Sammy, are you going Saturday? Are you going to be at the Barnsmoker? What? Or are you? What are you saying, Sammy? I need clarity here.
He says, looking forward to seeing you. So
I know
maybe-
that's what's making me
maybe that
go,
means he's gonna
wait a
be there.
minute, is Sammy Flo going to be there?
Fireborn, we are planned to be there, barring some weird circumstance like, being sick or something, or planes not flying anymore. We should be there.
Hey, are you worried at all about not making your flight tomorrow evening with all of the issues with American and Charlotte?
Are there issues?
There have been issues, and I'm so we checked in for our flight today, and I don't know if Bob the cigar guy, did you get the thing that asked you if you'd be willing to switch flights? So I got the thing that said, oh my gosh, Sammy, I'm so excited. I'll get to hug your neck. I'm excited to see you. But I got the little notice that's like, we're looking for people who want to change their flights. And apparently there was an all stop at Charlotte this week. And I was like, oh no, kind of wondering, because we are flying into Charlotte and then back out of Charlotte, and you are flying into Charlotte and back out of Charlotte. I figured maybe the first flights in are golden, but the flights out in the evening, I just wondered if you had noticed anything, but apparently not. So
all
it's
of my
all
planes
good.
are all of my planes are still relatively super empty.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
So maybe you'll get to bump up to first without having to pay the $61 upgrade fee.
$42 to get to row 8 from Charlotte to Connecticut. I almost did it.
I gotcha.
I
So,
am thinking about dunking on you guys and using my miles to upgrade to first class from Connecticut back to Charlotte.
well, we never sit together anyway, so.
No, but I'll be in first class and you guys wouldn't be. Be getting my drink on.
Mm-hmm.
Chi-town. Welcome in. Charles Adamson smoking an Arturo Fuente Hemingway Classic V.
And
Ooh.
Charles said he's not coming to Connecticut
He's
this year,
going
but
to
he
Florida.
is doing Florida. So that's what worries me, Banker John, is that the flight is oversold. But I did not sign up as one of those passengers who would be willing to change.
Well, here's the
It did offer me a $350 flight credit, though.
heck, y'all should do that, man.
No, I'm not doing flight credits. If they want to throw cash, that's a whole different thing. I ain't doing no flight credit.
You guys
I want cash.
should fly out tomorrow morning at whatever AM you guys are flying out, and then get to Charlotte, and then just wait until I get to Charlotte at
Wait all day.
8 p.m. and then fly out with me. See how much of a credit you can get waiting 12 hours at the airport.
No. But see, there's benefit.
Which Trinidad do you have, Rick? I want to know.
There's benefit in getting up there early, in that if I'm tired, I could take a nap.
I smoked the EP Carrillo Sonata. I think that's only released this year. Was it Concerto was last year, right? Bob, do you remember? Yes. So Sonata was only released. That's a really good cigar, man. I really enjoyed that cigar.
Look, I want to get to Barnsmoker as early as possible, not because I want to take a nap, but because I get to start my Barnsmoker experience with everybody.
Yeah, but
earlier.
you can't check into the hotel
Early. I don't care.
until-
I will sit outside and smoke cigars with people. I bring my cigars in my
It's
luggage.
gonna be hot.
I don't care.
It's gonna be hotter up there this weekend than it is down here.
I don't care. I don't care.
Now, this is kind
I
of
don't
cool.
care.
This is going to be my first 2 days off in a row since PCA.
Wow.
I
That's
have not
impressive.
I have not had 2 days off in a row since PCA.
This will be my first 2 days of having to work in a row up early before 8:00.
Work. I don't know if you should say work because all you do is stand around, smoke cigars, and clean up some ashtrays and talk to people. I mean, you're good at it. I mean, you do a good job talking to people and helping them out with their choices on cigars. But work, I think you would do that job for free. I ain't gonna tell Ernie and them, but I think you would do that job for free.
I almost thought you were talking to me. That I don't work at the Barnsmoker. And I was like, wait a minute, is he really talking to me? But no, you were talking to Steven. It's supposed to be hot, muggy, and raining. Did you bring mucker boots and a rain jacket?
I will be. I'm actually contemplating bringing a kilt.
Oh, really?
I'm contemplating wearing a kilt,
Really?
one of my sport kilts.
What made you think about that?
I've never done it. I've never done it at a Barnsmoker, and it's
Who you want to
Connecticut,
share
like,
your legs with?
Connecticut is all like, I think every time we've ever been to Connecticut, it's freaking hot, and I always wear pants to Connecticut because I think it's not going to be hot because it's way farther north than it is here, and it's like, man, I tried to escape the heat, but I feel like I'm in my own backyard right now. So if I get a little breeze and
Didn't you wear your Carhartt coveralls one year and just about died?
yeah,
Sweated out. I mean, it was ridiculously
it was
hot.
so
that year.
bad.
This year they're talking about rain. I hope it is paralleled with the Barnsmoker from the past. I hope it just rains buckets if it's going to rain. If it doesn't rain, I hope it doesn't rain. But if it's going to rain, I hope it's buckets so we have stories to tell.
Ellington.
I brought 3 outfits for Barnsmoker Day.
Ellington, Connecticut.
I brought the one outfit that matches Bob the Cigar Guy's theme, which is outfit choice number 1. And then I brought outfit backup number 2 outfit in case outfit 1 gets.
We're both wearing pink unitards?
No.
I thought I'd be the only one wearing a pink unitard. Are you going to wear a pink unitard to match me as well?
No. That's a negative on that. But I brought backup outfit choice number 2 in case it just kind of rains, but I don't want to stay in soggy clothes. So I have that backup outfit. But then I brought backup outfit number 3, which consists of big, tall mucker boots, jeans, and a different type shirt in case it's like gross rain.
Chief, I got a question for you.
Yeah, I got
Have you
tobacco- I got
seen
tobacco smoke in my
on
eye.
the
Go ahead.
socials the shorts they're selling that look like your shorts are pulled down really low on your haunches and you've got a underwear string hanging out above it and it's really just a whole pair of pants, but it looks like that you're showing off more than you should?
No, I've not seen those.
Have you seen that?
No, I have not seen those.
It's just I thought we could wear those to Florida.
No, I'm good. I was thinking if the kilt goes successful, which the only thing about wearing the kilt is I only have one pocket.
You
And
only have one pocket?
there's only one pocket on the sport kilt.
Oh. You know what
Use your
outfit
sporn.
you should check into, Bob the Cigar Guy? Secundies. Everyone run to the internet and look up
No,
secundies.
let's not do that. Mike Linnaeus is in the house. What up, Mike?
Secundies apparently sell on the runway, for Paris Fashion Week or
Airplanes?
Italy's Milan Fashion Week or whatever. They are sequined underwear that you wear on the outside of your outfits.
Now, I have underwear that have pockets.
You have underwear with pockets?
I do.
Is that
I
the
have,
two underwear?
No, they're American Eagle boxers with pockets.
Well, maybe you should wear those with your kilt and then you'll have extra pockets.
Mike Laneza says, just finished working and getting ready to pick up a colleague from the airport.
Oh,
Well,
yay. How's the weather up there, Mike?
if I know Mike Laneza, he's picking up Robin. It's got to be. Or maybe it's not Robin. But, like, that's Batman and Robin together.
I so can't wait to see Michael Laneza and give him a big old hug and hear him say, "Oh, save it for the first lady," and then maybe, just maybe, if I'm lucky enough, get in his photo loop, because if you make it on Michael Laneza's The Grinder Extraordinaire's photo loop, you
Grinder
have
Extraordinaire?
arrived. Yeah, that man grinds. That man grinds. He is always working. He is always grinding. He is always hustling, making things happen. Michael Laneza is amazing. And did you know Michael Laneza probably knows about them fundies or whatever you want to call them? Secundies, because he was a mover and shaker in the garment district. Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
Ron,
yes,
my
he
man.
was. Facts.
Ron, I meant to message. I meant to get back to your DM earlier, but I was driving when you sent it and it was raining.
So, Steel Bob, have you seen the Secundies or did you see what Bob was talking about? Do yours have a name?
Look,
Regret?
if I'm gonna wear any type of undies that are not my normal American Eagle boxer briefs or boxers, I'm gonna get Bob Ellis to crochet me boxers because the man crochets everything.
Crocheted boxers might have a loophole in them.
He crocheted. He crocheted a bikini. He crocheted a bikini.
Oh, yeah.
Hard pass.
Josh, it is an odd family conversation. This is
That's just how we roll.
This is how it goes.
When the first lady is on the show, it usually goes off the tracks.
No, it's just
No?
It's just not great. There's no tracks. It's just off.
It's just off.
There's no tracks.
Well, the Secundies might be a big hit.
All right, we're gonna get off.
I think
the
you should try
the Secundies.
off the Secund. Okay, so
Yeah.
no more Secundies.
Yeah, don't say Secundies again, please.
It's just see.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every seam. It's the bigger love of the family.
All right, we're back.
Did you notice how dark your beard is in that?
Yeah, there's an incredible lack of gray in that beard.
Oh my gosh. I was looking at that going, is that a fake beard? Because it did not look like you.
Just for men. Eat the gray.
Whoa.
That was 2020, yeah, 2020 when we did that. So that would have been Ember was born but still young and pre-Shepherd. So
Well, she was born in 2020, right?
yeah, she was March of 2020.
Yeah.
That was some of the colder months of 2020.
I was thinking it might have been 2019 when you did that because it was still cool outside.
We did that was during, it might have been 2019.
I think it was.
I can't remember if we were wearing.
We're dating you
mask.
back by the color of your beard.
Yeah, it's sad. Speaking of road dogs, what is going on, Jorge?
Hello.
Oh, geez. Barbados.
I told you they are not inexpensive, but it's hilarious.
We will never have a budget for those garments.
That seems like, I mean, you guys, like, you're working all that overtime about the cigar. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you've been worried you're not working all this overtime. Is so
I
that
will
you
not
can,
be spending my money on undies.
But don't say suck undies.
stop.
Is that like one of those?
Well, it sounds like you're saying suck on D's. I don't like that. Shut up.
Uh, I am definitely not saying that.
You,
All
are you
right.
sure she's not like pairing her nighttime pills with your bourbon over there, Bob Cigar Guy?
Yeah, no, she's not
we're doing a
pairing her
little-
night. No.
I'm hoping because we're not leaving till 3:15.
She's referring to herself in third person now too. So,
All right. I am going to retire and let you guys have the rest of this show to run it down whatever rails you choose. I will be outsourcing secundies for your dad
Oh,
and maybe a
come on.
pair for you.
we'll play another commercial while you're gone. I'm gonna play a Barnsmoker commercial.
For anyone.
Allie, I played a commercial so they could both get up and dance around each other getting out of the studio. And my mom was trying to stay on camera and party on. I was like, go, get out of here. You got to go to bed. I do think it's kind of crazy going to bed, though. Like, you got to be up that early in the morning. And actually, Tom Z and I talked about that a couple weeks ago on the show. You weren't here for that. We talked about how when you've got a really early flight like that in the morning time, it's better just to, go cut on, an episode of or a TV series you like to watch and just watch reruns or something. Speaking of TV series, have you watched the new episode of Ted Lasso?
I don't have Apple TV anymore or Prime TV.
Apple TV.
I don't have Apple TV anymore.
You should have just asked for a login.
It is because I've seen the little shorts on you, and I'm
No,
like,
we're not
I
talking
wanna
about
see
sequin
this."
shorts anymore.
Anyway, I am so upset, but I'm not willing to spend $19 a month to watch one
It's not that
show.
expensive.
Yeah, it is. That's what it says on the TV. To watch this show, pay it's $12.95. So it wasn't 19. It was $12.90. I'm still ain't paying.
What up, Michael
$12.95.
Carter? Welcome into the show. Hopefully you're doing well.
So, but it's man,
It's a good episode.
it's good, isn't it?
It was a good episode.
Yeah,
It's a little slower than I'd want it to be,
it usually is to start.
but the end of the first episode, it's not tear jerky, but it's like, heck yeah, now I'm bought in.
I saw the clip where they went to their house and he pulled the car into the parking lot or into the garage while everybody was standing there, and they're like, "Did he see us? Did he not
Yeah.
see us?" Then he comes out the door, and goes, "Hey, welcome in." And he goes, I can't do it. I can't leave. And I'm like, I know you're going. That's stupid. But
Yeah,
no, I
you
haven't.
obviously know he has to go
Yeah.
because the trailer
wouldn't be a
shows
series.
him in England with women's soccer team, but it does set up some good information for the season.
Is Roy Kent going to be in it?
I do believe Roy Kent is.
Obasanya?
No, I don't think.
Danny Rojas?
I don't think there are
Jimmy Tart?
many soccer players from the men's team who are in the season.
All the coaches are there, though, right?
I don't know.
Coach Beard's there.
The only people who were in the first episode of season 4, who were in the episodes previous to season 4, is Ted Lasso, his ex-wife Michelle. I think his son has been replaced by another kid. I can't. Maybe he's just grown and he just looks that way. I did not go and search the IMDb to see if they have another actor playing the son. Ted's mom is in the show, and then Keely is in it. Rebecca is in it, and then what's his name?
Yeah, he's in it. I did see the clip about his mom talking to him, and he goes, "You used to go with your dad to watch him work, and it wasn't for your dad; it was more for you because you got to see your dad do a job he loves, and why would you not give your son that opportunity?" And I saw that, but I hate watching the clips, but all I got is the clips, and so
yeah. No, it is funny. Some of the food reference. Oh, the guy that Rebecca runs into in Amsterdam and stays on his boat.
Oh,
she sees him at the very last episode of season 3. She leaves the airport when Ted flies away, and then he is a pilot and his daughter's there.
Yeah. Did they not get married? I had always thought they got married.
I don't know if they're married, but they are together. So he is in this. He is in episode 1 of season 4.
Is Trent Krim there?
Trent Krim has not been revealed yet if he is there. Beard's not been revealed yet if he's there.
Sorry, everybody. We're sitting here talking about Ted Lasso when we should be talking about all sorts of other things.
All right. So tonight's not going to be a long show, obviously, because you have to go to bed soon to fly out. I also have got to do some stuff here at the studio. I've got to make sure that I have everything packed up from the studio to go to Connecticut. Make sure you bring your little camera dicky-doo there.
Osmo.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny. So I started watching Ted Lasso again. I've seen all the seasons before, but this is the first time watching it through again. And I started about a month ago, just watching the episodes again. I knew that there was a season 4 coming. I didn't know when season 4 was coming, but it ended up. Thanks, Mike Laneza.
Love you, buddy. See you soon.
It had worked itself out to where I got to season 3, 2 Mondays ago, and I was like, or when I got to season 3. I was like, man, I wonder when season 4 is coming out. I mean, I wonder how much longer I'm going to have to wait. And then I saw August 5th, and I was like, holy crap, I've got to watch all these episodes in a week. So I ended up watching all of the episodes except for the very last episode until yesterday.
What is your favorite episode of all Ted Lasso movie or all Ted Lasso episodes?
I mean, the final episode of season 3 is probably the best episode, just in the sense that like Nate comes back. There's the eating of humble pie there. There's the are they going to win the league? They beat Manchester City the episode before, and all they had to do was win their game. And Manchester City, if they tied or lost, then they would have won the league. And obviously, Manchester City wins, so they get second place. But you see, Beard runs off the plane and he gets married to Jane. Rebecca, she fights for Ted to stay. Ted has to, he finally realizes that, it's better just to go back home and be with my son. They find out what number 4 is. They stitch up the believe sign again. It's a good closing episode. And honestly, if they would have just stopped there and never done anything with Ted Lasso ever again, I think that would have honestly been the perfect ending for the series.
Right.
It was so good that it wanted you to have more. You wanted more, but they closed it off on a high note. It was
like
perfect.
Seinfeld and MASH.
So that was the episode. It's not bad. The first episode of season 4 is not bad. It's a good episode. It draws a little bit. It's you're hoping to see a whole bunch of familiar faces. It is nice that you get to see some familiar faces again. You have Keely, Higgins, and Rebecca.
Right.
You've got Ted and his mom, Ted's ex-wife, and his son, who I believe has been replaced with another child actor who is older.
My favorite small clip of that is the dart scene, or the when Obasanya got his restaurant. But my favorite episode is the episode where what is it? When they went to the red light district,
Oh, the Netherlands. I went to Holland.
and Jamie and Roy
Roy.
built that relationship on the bicycle, and the total football thing came about, and all of that, and then the singing on the that was the perfect, and of course the clip where Rachel was singing, or where she was singing at the funeral.
Rebecca.
Yeah, that was such a cool moment as well.
I don't really care for that episode.
I like that part of it. I wasn't that big on them hiding in the closet and all that other stuff, but that they all wore their regular shoes and were complaining about it, and then she got up there
Wear
and Ted
dress
helped her
shoes,
through it.
and Danny
Yeah,
Rojas couldn't stand it, and then Danny
Right.
Rojas ended up switching his shoes out for Rebecca's shoes.
right. So it was really neat. I really like that. I like all of Ted Lasso. I don't like soccer. Now Holland, that dude is funny,
Oh, Erling Holland.
and the fact that he is so athletic is
He's
awesome.
a freak of nature.
The stuff that he can do, but he does not take himself seriously, and I love that about him. And I
Yeah,
love that
I would like to like Holland.
he's the adversary.
Yeah, he plays for Man
Well,
City.
I
If he
also
played
love-
for anybody else outside of Everton or Man United, I would happily be on board with cheering for Erling Holland.
I thought it was stupid that we were doing the host in the World Cup. I was like, this is ridiculous. But watching all these videos of the way Americans actually treated people so well, and all these Europeans are talking about the things they've been told about America, and then they say, I love America. I love Buc-ee's. I love Costco. I love barbecue. I love these people.
It shows the dichotomy of the American political system versus the American population. And,
Agreed.
And actually, it's not even the American. It's just the political system versus the world population, because there are so many countries out there that
In the media
our
exploitation.
politicians or other politicians will say, well, you should hate this nation because they hate you. And then you end up experiencing their culture, whether it's here or it's over there. And it's like, these dudes are actually, these dudes aren't half bad. Like, what are you guys fighting about? And, there's, what song is it? Vietnam. There's a couple of them, Vietnam era songs where it's, you've got the one that talks about like the senator, I'm no senator son,
Right.
and how that was like a legit, like a senator son got his son off of the draft list because he was a senator.
Right.
Or, instead of sending, able-bodied men to go fight the war, why don't you go send all the politicians who are vying for war to go fight these
Right.
wars?
Right. And we saw that firsthand when we were in Romania, and we got to hang out with a pastor that was my age, and he went through the Cold War. And so we actually got to sit down, and it was the most educational moment I think I've ever had when I told him what we as Americans were expecting. And they're like, that y'all were going to come over and destroy everything. He said, look, we didn't have bullets. We didn't have food. And I said, no, I saw all the parades of all the tanks and everything and all this. And I said, yeah, if you look at them real close, the tank up front had gas, and it had chains to all the other tanks because none of the tanks had gas. Right. And it was amazing for me to see how the media makes us enemies of people of other countries. And, and then this whole thing with the World Cup happens. I've watched 20, 30, 40 hours of short 10, 15, 20-minute videos of these people from other countries talking about our country. And it reminds me how great this place is, and how I can see why people don't like us because of what they've been told. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's just, you have this, you can only see what you can see, right? And unfortunately, not everybody has the ability to hop on a jet and fly across the world and see
Right.
each nation for who they are, what they do, what they say. And then obviously, you have, history books are written by the winners, right? And so you have all
Right.
these preconceived notions that have been given to you by the books that you've read or things that you've been taught or things you've seen on TV or whatnot. But it's kind of like um, there's a cartoon graphic that shows like a guy running away from another person, but then when you zoom in on the image, it looks like the guy is stabbing the other person. And it's like, this is what the media does, is it gives
Yeah.
you my boss, Ernie.
I know what image you're talking about.
I can't exactly remember, the perfect way that he says it, but it's something that resonates a lot with me is, you know, not everybody sees everything the same way, and not everything's portrayed the same way. And you look at it like a camera lens. I can put this camera lens. This is a variable zoom lens, right? So if it was a prime lens at 24 millimeters, you can see that there is a boom holding the microphone. There's Drew Estate stuff behind me. There's a rabbit ear behind me. There's a Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust sign behind me. But if you zoom it all the way in, you can't tell what it is. So if you were looking through the lens of just a 70 millimeter lens, you don't know what's going on around me. But if you are looking at everything through a 24 millimeter lens, you can see a lot more that's going on around me. And it's a lot of that. Now, because this is a cigar show, we should talk about cigars. We had an event last week. There you go. You're gonna mess up your camera again, so I wouldn't continue.
It took me out of pay attention to me, keep my head in the right picture.
We had a cigar event last week. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Dave Lafferty came in to the shop.
Amazing.
You got to be a patron at the shop during the event. How did the event go? Did you get to smoke anything new, or did you smoke something you hadn't smoked in a while? What did you get on?
I got to smoke. I didn't smoke it at the show, but I got one for after, and I got to smoke this big old monster right here. And this thing is amazing. It is fantastic and phenomenal. I did smoke a brulee, and then I smoked. What did I smoke? A Red Meat Lovers
compromiso at some point,
and a Sin Compromiso. So I got to enjoy a lot. But sitting down, Dave was very busy. He came over and talked to me a little bit. We hung out for a while, which was really great. I actually ear hustled on him a little bit, listened to the way he talked about a couple things, and I actually took notes in my head because some of the ways that he relates to people is just amazing. And so I actually put that in my lexicon of things to say because it made a lot of sense. And Chief, you did a great job. You did. Ernie was there, Don was there, but they kind of dipped out, and they also just kind of made you master of ceremonies. And so you were hustling in making sure that Dave was backstocked. He had all the stuff he could have. Every time he go, Chief, do we have any more of this? Do we have any more of that? And he goes, no, everything I got is on table. But you kept them busy. Then you would jump on the register because it was busy. And then you'd mix drinks. And then you would make sure that everybody was entertained. And then it came time for the giveaways. And you got up with your big old tall frame. You got on top of a step stool on top of that. And you got everybody's attention. You thanked everybody for coming. You did a very good job as an ambassador of the shop, as well as an ambassador of Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. I was very proud of you. It was nice to sit back and be a dad and just watch my kid say, that boy knows what he's doing.
It's a lot of fun. Especially, I haven't gotten to, so we had the Drew Estate event, which obviously I'm very passionate about Drew Estate. But we had the Drew Estate event, and that was super packed out. And one of the things we learned is that we needed another person on staff behind the bar. Jay says this is a surprise. It's Thursday night. What are you talking about? It's Thursday night, baby. So I was supposed to shoot a lot of content for that event, but ended up getting stuck behind the bar all night with Joel running, all the stuff from behind the scenes, and then I got to get up and do the giveaways and get up on the step ladder, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing that. I had actually thought about coming in here or coming over to the studio the day of the event and grabbing my personal Dunbarton unicorns. This is the Culebra, the Lengua de Suegra or Suegra, and then I also have a black unicorn and a Brule unicorn. I thought about bringing those to the event and putting them in the raffle pile, but completely forgot about it. And then when I remembered, I was like, I'm not driving all the way over to Travelers Rest for that.
Well, you could have called me because we have a shop set. We have a set for the shop. We could use them for giveaways.
We're gonna use those for giveaways for the channel. I was gonna give away my personal stuff, which is what I did at the Drew Estate event. I ended up giving away some personal Liga A's and some personal H99 feral pigs. Just kind of, and that's one of the giveaways we did. We were only, they sent stuff for us to do two main giveaways, which were the hand carved soapstone ashtrays. But Ernie found a pack of 6-year-old 5-pack pulpettas that were the event only pulpettas from 6 years ago. So we ended up doing a giveaway with those as well. It was a lot of fun. I love getting up there, thanking everybody coming out, and it gives me the opportunity to shine a little light on the staff, shine a light on Dave Lafferty for coming down, because that's a big thing for Dave to come and do an event. Plus, this is the first event that's happened in South Carolina since the launch of the Stillwell Stars down in Myrtle Beach.
And Cameroon is a lot like the Bob the Cigar Guy channel, right? We're small, right? We're not huge. We're not like a big media group, but we punch way above our weight because we grind and because we care. And Cameroon is not a mega lounge. It's not. And the humidor is well stocked. It's well balanced. It's got something for everybody, but it is not, CI or something like that. But they punch way above their weight. They've had Mr. Blanco from Fuente there. Matt Booth has visited the place. Dave Lafferty. I mean, he is the national sales manager. And every time I see anybody in there doing these things, they are very happy that they came. They think their time was worth it. It's not like they go somewhere and they're like, man, this was a...
Yeah, I was actually really surprised with the turnout that we had. I was not surprised with the turnout for Drew Estate. One, we sell a lot of Drew Estate in the shop. A lot of people smoke Drew Estate at the shop. Also, Will McFall is polarizing, and people will travel, from multi-hours away to come and, stay the night in Greer just so they could be at a Drew Estate event with Will McFall. But we had a ton of people who are regulars at the shop coming in and buying Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust to try for probably their first ever time. So it was nice to see
people pick some cigars. They had never had Dumbarton before, and so we talked about that because Dave was busy and you were busy, and so I just kind of jumped in and talked to some people, and a lot of people had never tried them before. This one guy, he bought what's the one with the Tapa Negra on it?
That's just the Tapa Negra, the Sober Mesa Tapa Negra.
So he had never had one, and he's one of your locals. He bought a single and a box at the same time, and I'm like, man, that's an investment right there. You don't even know if it's good, and you're gonna go ahead and go off the recommendations and go box deep.
So Bob Ellis says that he had his local brick and mortar, which is an hour away, closed down this week. Now the closest lounge to him is 2 hours away. Oh man, that stinks.
Closest lounge is your backyard.
Well, that's the closest smoke zone, but there's something to be said about a lounge, right? Your backyard has a lounge, right? There's many cigars. There's a dedicated climate controlled, ventilated and internet powered with refrigerator and drinks zone, but not everybody has that, right?
And we have an outdoor smoking patio of, you probably put 100 people on that thing.
But no, that stinks. There's a lot of places that have gone under here in the last year with the liquor liability stuff. And then some states are being a little bit more rigorous with smoking laws and things like that. Jay Bates, you're right. I never typically do the show before Barnsmoker, but last week we did not do a show because I had Dave Laverty at the lounge for an event, and then the week prior was not a live show, even though there was a show that played. It was a replay. I am also working tomorrow and then flying out. I didn't have to. I could have chosen to get PTO for the day, or not PTO, but take the day off and fly out. But I didn't want to, one, miss that on my paycheck. Two, put a strain on the staff. Also, tomorrow, Nationwide launches the Fuente Summer of Love. And so we're going to be launching that at the lounge tomorrow. Oh, that reminds me. I never posted on Instagram today for Cameroon. Whoops. Sorry, Ernie.
Hope you have a job when you go back.
I hope so. No, I had my haircut this morning. I had all 3 kids today. So school starts back next week, Tuesday, but school is already back for my wife this week. So I had all 3 kids today, went and got a haircut, got Jackson's haircut, went and did shoe shopping, then went home, did lunch, took naps, cleaned up the house so that my wife doesn't have to do all the cleaning this weekend by herself. And then had to meet the teacher this evening, and then drove over here from the school. So I just, it completely slipped my mind.
Yeah, the Barnsmoker swag is tight-lipped. I don't know if you have, Chief, but I don't know anything about Barnsmoker swag.
No.
Usually they post up pictures and all this other stuff, and this year they just haven't done it, which leads me to believe that they've got new swag. Past 2 years, what they've had the big bag, and so
I
maybe
I think I saw somebody somewhere talking about there is another camo bag, but I don't think there's been any pictures of anything swag related yet for this year. So
we're gonna drop it. So make sure that you're watching Facebook or YouTube or whatever I post up my lives on all day long Saturday. It's almost like being there, but it's not as good. But I'm going to give you that experience, and you're going to get to see lots and lots of things. And the first thing you start off with,
keep your eyes peeled for the social medias this weekend. We will obviously be posting videos this weekend, photos probably over on Instagram, which port over automatically to Facebook. Bob Cigar guy posts stuff on his own personal page as well. And then obviously people who are at the Barnsmoker are going to be sharing their photos of their swag and things. But no, this is the most tight-lipped the swag and VIP things have been that I've seen. Jay Bates says Christine had a pick on IG story last week. I think a speaker similar to the Blackened speaker. Is that going to be all of them, or is that just the VIP?
Have you seen the Blackened speaker, Chief?
I have seen the Blackened speaker. They have a couple of different versions of it.
I've seen the one that looks like a little pill that breaks in half.
Bob Ellis got his back to school haircut today. Ron Agia says the thing that got me hooked on watching you guys was your review of Barnsmoker swag from about 5 years ago. JBH just sent me a picture, so he must have. Let's see. Oh, that's VIP swag. Yep, that is speakers. VIP Barnsmoker speakers. So interesting. Well, that is the hour mark, and Bob Cigar has to go get in bed because he has to be up early in the morning to fly out. I have not packed anything yet, so but I also don't have to be to work tomorrow until, well, actually I'm going to go in a little early tomorrow to do some content stuff, but I have done all my laundry, so I will be flying with a book bag and a camera case. So I thought about taking a check bag just to make it that much harder for Bob the Cigar when we leave, because we're not flying up with him. I am flying back with him and the First Lady.
The First Lady is checking a bag. So
it for me, I have no service issues whatsoever at the Connecticut farm. I do know
There's
that
some
some
dead
people
spots.
had problems last year, but
There's some dead
I don't
spots.
have a connection issue out at the farm in Connecticut.
Back by the acid tent and the food, or the underground tent, there's usually some dead spots. But usually you can get pretty well. They had a Starlink last year.
Yes, they did. All right, Bob the Cigar Guy, before you go, anything you'd like to say to the wonderful people who have tuned in to Chief Talk this evening?
For those that go to Barnsmoker this week, please come up and give me a hug because I hate the Chief and the First Lady. For those that aren't, live through us vicariously, and hopefully next year you'll get your tickets. It doesn't cost that much. UNICEF said for only 33 cents a day, you can feed a child. Well, for about the cost of 2 Diet Pepsis a day, you can buy a Barnsmoker VIP ticket. And yes, children need food, but you need cigars and experience. So give to the kids and give to you. Save a couple sodas. Come see me because I love to see you. I really would. Have a great weekend. Keep us in your prayers as we travel. I appreciate it. Keep our patience down because we're a lot. I love you. I'll see you later. Later, Tater.
So that is it for us, from us, for the show tonight. It was great to be back. We got up to 26 people at one time, so it was nice to see that there are people waiting for us to come back to the show instead of it being a 4-man show this evening and people forgetting that there's a show because we didn't do a live stream last week and the week before was just a replay, which I get can be somewhat of a turnoff when it comes to watching content and wanting to participate in a live show. So thank you all for hanging out with us again this weekend. We will be back next week again with all the tales from Barnsmoker. We're going to start getting back into the rotation of guests on again. We had 2 back-to-back shows, really successful with Law Ream of Camacho and Tom Z of Zeno and other brands. But no, thank you all for hanging out with us again this week. It's been fun. Bob and the First Lady, they got to go to bed. If the First Lady's not already asleep, I think she was very well on her way. I hope she made it down the hill to the house. Hopefully she's not like out on the porch just laying in the rain. So we will see you all next week. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you again to our show sponsors, Drew Estate and Natura Cigar, for making sure that we have the ability to come on and do a live show with you all when we have the chance. I love you all, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, time to relax. Whew, man, I'm beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a 1-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.